Cheated with coworker. We both told our spouses. I'd like to send an excuse to him, should I? I've had an affair with a woman at work. I'm a bastard, and I know it. We have both told our respective partners. I took it up back in December with my wife, who was very supportive. Because I knew I wouldn't be able to stop it, if she didn't knew. Back then it was only kisses. Everything was fine for like 5 to 6 months, and I considered it a closed chapter. Or so I thought. Pure self-denial. Suddenly something sparked again, and we ended out having actual sex. And I now know I fell in love with her. 4 weeks ago she told her husband, because she developed feelings for me too. And this week she also told our boss. Just the part about us developing feelings for each other. I honestly haven't been so much in love for like 20 years. My boss is cool, and we're finding solutions for me getting a job somewhere else, so hopefully both of us can effectively mend our marriages. Therapy coming up for my own relationship at least. Back in January my wife had a conversation with AP. And got an excuse. I've never seen myself as someone who cheats, and it's really wrecking me. I want to make it up again. Should I write an apology to him the moment I get a new job? He doesn't know who I am. Or is it better to just let it go? I'd like him to know when he can be sure I won't be at the workplace anymore, and that I'm really sorry for the trouble I've caused. Comment. Anyone else detect literally zero remorse in this post? Dude, don't pretend this is anything other than what you feel about your situation and your self-perception. Please divorce your wife. It sounds like she doesn't have the ability to protect herself. I don't even get the vibe that you care about your AP. So who is this post for? I like to give the benefit of the doubt, so I will say this. If you truly care about your spouse AP and their spouse, stop talking to AP and find some internal peace. Then why not divorce your wife so she can find someone that loves her and not suffer the rest of her life with a lowly, cowardly, cheating POS like you? You just want to have your cake and eat it too. I really hope karma gets to you and your AP and you suffer from the consequences of your own actions. Wishing you the worst, mate. I hope that your wife ends up divorcing you and your AP cheats on you the same way you cheated on your wife. The saying how you found them is how you will lose them is going to come back and bite your dick off. You are a shallow, low-life man who deserves nothing that gives you an ounce of feeling loved. You don't deserve love, and I hope that karma gets you and your AP. You are a shitty person, and as AP, I hope your wife wises up and leaves your pathetic ass. Life is too short to be married to a pathetic man-child like you. Trust me, AP will cheat on you sooner or later. Remember karma. You are despicable, and now destroyed his marriage, so there is no excuse. Leave him alone, even if they were having issues before. This is like the mistake you don't come back from. He will see you every time he goes near her. So he won't want sex. He won't trust her, and he will feel not man enough. Just leave him alone, you have done enough. Next story 2. My girlfriend of 2 years cheats on me. I was dating my now ex for a little over 2 years. We will call her Josie. She was my high school sweetheart. I met her at one of my friend's parties, through a friend. We hit it off immediately, constantly texting, which then led to hanging out and eventually us dating. Everything was great for the first year. We never fought, would go in constant dates and couldn't get enough of each other. Sometime during that second year it completely changed. We would argue over little things, we wouldn't have sex as much, and I would notice she was always texting people and get up and leave the room to have phone calls. I thought nothing of it as I knew she had a lot of friends, including some guy ones she OFC tells me not to worry about. It was until this one day we went to a pre-graduation party and we were hanging out drinking/smoking, until my friends asked me to beer pong with them. My girlfriend stayed there with her friends as I went over and played a few games. As some time goes by I look over to now see my girlfriend sitting over with one of her guy friends, we will call him Liam. Again I thought nothing of it at first until I realized how long they had been talking and how close they were sitting together. I went over to talk to them, and when I approached they were obviously scoot away from each other and greet me. I tried not to let my jealousy take control of me, as I thought I am drunk and they were only talking. And calmly grabbed my girlfriend and continued to party and dance with her. At this point I'm still not thinking anything too much of the situation and am trying to have a good time as we are about to graduate soon. That is until her guy friend Liam realizes he drank too much and starts to get sick and throwing up all over. Of course my girlfriend Josie instantly runs over and starts comforting him. I'm talking like head on her shoulder, she's rubbing his arm and she's just constantly babying him, asking him if he's alright. I wouldn't have been concerned, but she's seen many people throw up at parties, including myself, and she has never acted in such a manner. At this point the jealousy has taken over me and I ask her to leave and go back to my house, where we will be staying the night. On our ride home I just noticed she's still texting him, making sure he's alright. I then questioned how good of a relationship she had with Liam, as I knew they were friends, but she would never talk about him or bring him up ever, so I thought they barely kept in touch. She was all over the place in answering my question, but she had shown me her phone and it showed that the last time they had texted was over a year ago. Ultimately I had believed her and forgot about it. This brings us to graduation. We just finished prom and went to the after party. We drank and smoked and overall had a great time. When it was time to go around 2:30 a.m., I was getting some friends together as well as some of my girlfriend's friends to come back to my place to continue partying and go swimming in my pool. Of course one of the friends my girlfriend Joyce wanted to bring back to my place was Liam. Me, thinking nothing of it, says it's okay. While at my house, me and Josie get into one of our stupid fights and she no longer wants to hang out with us and goes to bed. About 10 minutes later Liam decides he's done for the night and decided to go inside. Because we forgot to bring out towels, we then ask Liam to bring them outside before he goes to bed. 30 minutes go by and we are all ready to go inside and go to bed, but we have no towels as Liam forgot to bring them. As it is my house, I decided to go get them. As I'm walking up the stairs towards the bathroom, I can hear the shower is on and a slight noise coming from the shower. As I got us to the door, my worst nightmare had come true. She was having sex in the shower with Liam. I bust down the door in one clean hit, absolutely losing my mind and screaming at the both of them. Liam stood there frozen, not knowing what to do, as Josie starting crying hysterically. She's trying to explain how it somehow wasn't what it looked like and how she loves me. I wasn't hearing any of it. I had made them go home as well, everyone else that I had invited over. I broke up with her on the spot and have not heard from her for 2 months. She started recently trying to text me again, trying to apologize. I am seeing someone new, and when I had told her, I think it broke her. Comment. All I can say is, dude. I know it hurts, like I know no. All too well. I'm 35. And this doesn't invalidate your pain or frustration. I mean, I had a HS sweetheart who cheated, it killed me. I dated others only to get back with him in college, one kid in tow with a girl, dated 3 more years. Cheated again and crushed me. 4 years I dated but couldn't forget him. He couldn't me either. Finally around age 29 I'd say we both moved on. But it's just a first love thing. Plus you need all of this experience for when you one day meet your soulmate. I'm sorry, but she's not it. The relationship ran its course. I may be wrong, but sounds like you'd be best to just figure yourself out. Maybe even get a therapist/counselor if you're on campus, they have them. If not, find one solo with Medicaid or otherwise. Figure you out aside from her. Learn to love yourself. At my age, I tell you, it's the best I ever felt once I took that time to do it. Changed my life. I'm married, I have a baby boy, and I still don't know if he's the one, but I do know we have a mature relationship, we are honest, and far as I know don't cheat. Cheaters never stop. I hope you are able to move on and be happy and date someone else. The more experience you have with love, the better your chances, and yeah, that means there's a lot of confusion and hurt involved, but it's worth it, even though I know it's hard to see now. Best to you. Up. Never take a cheater back, because once a cheater always a cheater. Mostly like she's had been cheating with him for some time, most likely an EA. And that night it went BA. That's the reason she started a fight with you. I know it hurts right now, but in the long run it does get better. Remember, you are her nice guy and she wanted her bad boy. And thought you would never leave her, even if you caught her. So the best way to get revenge on her, is to move on with your life. This will drive her nuts in the long run. Because she will see how much better your life is without her. The human brain is slow to fully mature. The decision-making centers are the last to fully develop until mid-20s or even later. Another problem is we all are not coached by anyone on human nature, dating and infidelity. It is a worldwide societal problem. And it is being peer pressured to appear normal. The entertainment industry is the biggest offender in this regard and the largest influencers by far. Next time you won't be so quick to ignore the signs of infidelity. I suggest you look up the 55 subtle signs your partner might stray. Any odd changes in behavior need to always be looked into and verified. This is likely the very first clue we get and so often ignore. Sorry you are here telling your story. Good luck. Eventually we grow out of the foolishness of partying, alcohol and drugs. But some just never seem to.